Good morning, everybody. You join me live and direct on this Sunday morning flipping. It's actually not early, so I woke up early with the intention. I was like, you know what, I'm actually going to go to the carboots super early. I'm going to go just when it opens. And then I thought, actually, no. And the reason why I thought no is because at first I was like, you know what, I need to edit today's video so that I can just get on with the day. And, you know, there's not this big blank where I'm having to go and sit on the computer and edit. Plus, I like doing it in the morning. But also, it's just a bit brighter and a little hour later, and I will go through the bit with like rummaging through the stuff when people are there. But if I'm being honest, and I mean this with respect and not like with a what's it, I've done that for flipping ages. I've been that guy that's been like trying to get the deals at early times and doing all that stuff. Also, the amount of people that are discoordinated at this, the person stalled about 15 times. But what I was going to say is, yeah, we're just going to basically go and have a little look in the field, see what it's saying, as we always do. And yeah, also, oh, bless you, my dude. Oh, bless you again. I'm also not going in, I'm not going to do any of the other ones today. I'm just literally going to go into Quorn, keep it moving in Quorn. It's just a bit of an easier situation to do. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I like going to Measham, like, going to any other ones, like the A47, the Croft one, all them sort of ones. But I'm being totally real with you, like, this one's local, it's on my doorstep, and I found the most from it on average. So plus it's just easy when it's close. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so let's just take a little walk around here. So this is, I'm going to use this as just like the YouTube live clip. Now for reference, I just want to show you, this is like post car boot. This bag, hang on, wait, this bag represents the stuff I've got in the bag. And if I'm being honest with you, I'm holding it in not the most ideal way, but what I thought I'd do is just take the camera. I mean, it looks obvious that I'm filming at this point, but at this point I don't think we care. Shout out to day 108. Look at that, what? That was kind of mad, isn't it? Yeah, no, I'm just going to take a little walk around. This is about route 3 or 4 that we're taking right now. But yeah, let you to see it in all its glory, in all its natural, discoordination. Or you might say, oh, it's not that bad, I could slalom through there. But I tell you, it's like this is a constant walk around. You just kind of like self-navigate. And that's kind of the aim of it anyway. So I've got a few bits, to be honest with you. Got literally, so from here what I actually got, I picked it up, as you'll see, Paul Smith sweat, got Feeder sweat, got this nice pretty green polo, got, I don't know if I got anything else from that guy actually, and then this woman gave me this bag for £2, and then, to be honest with you, I bought this bag, and I'll stop showing you, I bought the bag because essentially, I bought the bag because, we'll look at them, wow. I bought the bag because essentially the bag that I was given, sadly, was sparked out and was like struggling for breath. It looked like it was on its last flipping, like, you know when those bags have that really stringy bit on the bag and you think when you're walking with it and it's bouncing like that, it only takes like 1 or 2 more bounces and it's just gonna like drop. And then, yeah, there's a lot of conversations going on, very loud in the morning, but you know what? Hopefully this is just like a nice little natural look into it. You know, we can just have a little look what we got here. That actually looks a bit fugazi, to be honest with you. It doesn't actually look that bad. Isn't it actually? Maybe it isn't. Let me find out how much this one is. I'll find out from her. We'll see. It could be alright. We'll have a little look. Especially as it is like England. Find out from her in a second. See what she said. Excuse me, my love.
Yeah.
How much have we got on this one?
It's £2.
£2. Let's see if I've got £2 in my shrapnel. Oh, is that another one just there?
Thank you, you're welcome.
Look at that one. That one's like that's quite a cool one actually. I like them ones. Hang on, let me just stop this. I can't do it. Yes, I have a pink bag on my back. That's what I've just bought now. But I'm literally just gonna. I'm going around the same thing about 15 times at this point. But I got, you know what, I actually got a few bits like the pink bag that I've got on my stuff. There's nothing wrong with wearing a pink bag. and the more that you say there is, the more that you think there is. I don't know, but you know what? This morning on the carpet, I'll be honest, like feedback-wise on like the sort of videos, like I'm too much in my head a bit. Like this is like feedback on the like TikTok videos. So I'm too much in my head sometimes about like, oh look, greenhouse is 10 quid. Looks like just a green blanket. I'm too much in my head about like the conversation that you have to have on the camera, or the way that I have to, you know, like when I'm doing the TikTok, I film it live into it and I'm like, okay, I need to capture this type of conversation. I need to capture like these bits and do other stuff. But the reality is that like everything's a scramble, but everything's also a test. Like if I keep doing the same thing just because it worked once, and it's not going to potentially work again. Whereas realistically, nothing changes. If nothing changes, you kind of got to like keep doing different styles of videos and stuff. So this one in particular right now, like for YouTube, I guess I'm just figuring out like what kind of system of approach, because essentially this is what happens with the YouTube content, right? So as I do it on TikTok, I go around and I'm like, so say there's like, I don't know, say there's like 8 rows of like people right here now, right? I go around all of them, do all the videos, do the whole like the barter and the whole there in that whole situation. But then afterward, hang on. But then after that, essentially, I'm basically doing the same conversation again. So do you know what I mean? Like, I have to like, almost like, be careful of like going to the exact same people and having the exact same interaction, or even worse, like them seeing me have the exact same interaction with somebody else, and it has that perception of like flipping, I don't know, just like that's what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. To be honest with you, like when a day's like this and the amount of times that the UK weather is shit, like it's definitely like good to just be out and like execute it and have a little look. Anyway, let's turn it around, Spen, and let's actually show the car boots. So this next shot is going to be one long running shot of me going down the last 2 aisles and then buggering off and getting a coffee. Oh, I've picked one to go down as well. This one looks stacked, mate. So yeah, we are just going to be going down and hopefully seeing some stuff along the way. Like what I'll try and do with this is I'll actually try and go where my clothes are spanning. Look, when people put £1 clothes things and they've got like all the stuff that are taking the best bits out of Vinted already, there's no point. No, she's funny. She's here every week as well. But you have to make jokes. If you don't make jokes, then you just cry. But yeah, this is just us. Oh, look at all those trousers. That's exactly what I was looking at. Them trousers were fire. Yeah, so to be honest with you, I've already spent like 13, 15 quid. I'm actually like, there'd have to be something that's just on the surface that I've not seen that I want to get. You know what I like looking at though? I like looking at what people want to wear in the morning. Like, yo, what are you wearing to the car boot, bro? Like some people, like, I mean, just don't get it twisted. I'm just wearing like this like pattern like trousers, and then I'm just wearing, I'm wearing these pattern trousers. Well, I'm wearing these pajama bottoms actually, and then I'm just like, yo, my t-shirt's sick. I think that's Abraham Lincoln. Like I say, like my eyes, a lot of the time it's not even the rails or like the things that are on the floor. It's just like, I don't know, it's just going with where the eyes perceive me. You know, you just, I don't want to get any of them now, but I'm going to go down there. Just like, go through this way, see if we can have a little look this way. Yo, that actually looks flipping sick. That actually would be wicked in my house. Oh my God. That actually is so nice. That's probably the best thing I've seen today. And that's from the guy that I said that looked fun before. Yo, you should never really say that a guy looks fun. Or like, should never, I don't know. A human being shouldn't really say it. It sounds weird. Whoa. I thought that was a TV. That's a speaker. Hang on, I gotta get a clip of that for TikTok. You know what you have to be ready to be prepared to do? I'll be honest. You have to be prepared for that. For like, just like, wherever you're walking, just remember, that jumper's mad. Wherever you're walking is irrelevant. Like if I held my hand like this and just walked like where the car boot stuff is, I might actually be safe.
Leave them alone.
This is a bit like when you...
Leave it alone.
That's a bit like when people speed behind ambulances. You shouldn't do that, but people do that to kind of like streamline their journey. Again, you shouldn't do that. This is actually the one I didn't come down. That's a big box of Persico. Yeah, I don't know. I know that like, also this is another thing, because I only ever came to the car boots to look for things like clothing and stuff. Whenever I try to have a look for other things, whenever I try to like, the guy with the trousers again, mate, them trousers are absolutely banging. Yeah, because all I've ever done is like come to look at clothing. What's that one? It's quite a cool tee, but I honestly have got about, I mean, not even an exaggeration. You know, people go like, I've got thousands of t-shirts. I can actually say I've got thousands of t-shirts, and it's not even a joke. So I know that just sounds like something that, yeah, you flip an expend. They know who you, they know that like, yeah, sorry, this is the internal conversation that I forget that, oh look, I'm just trying to figure out which way to navigate. So, to be honest with you, it's been alright. Like, I've literally got a backpack full of stuff. I didn't go, I almost didn't go with that intention in my head. Wait a second, what on earth is this guy doing at this time of the morning? What on earth are you doing at this time of the morning on the car boot?
I'm coming for a wander, innit?
Why is he here? Look, you're not
breakfast.
I thought you took the piss out of my pink breakfast.
Oh.
For those that don't know, this is like a flipping ex-Gully employee, by the way, and he did not expect to see me, nor be on the camera as well, so I know he doesn't like the experience. But, yeah. Oh, mate, didn't expect to see him here, out of all people. As soon as I saw him, I was like, I'm going to literally highlight in on him. Oh, hang on. That was like a nice one. Let's have a look. Morning. Is this your stuff, dude?
Yeah.
How much have you got on this one, on the front?
This one's?
Yes.
£2.
£2, have you?
Yeah, £2.
Oh, wait. Can you hold this a second,
Yes.
my friend?
Do you want it?
Yeah. So, fucking hell. To be honest with you, I didn't really expect that exchange to kind of go like that just then. I don't know what this angle is either, but I just literally, when I thought I'm going to be filming these YouTube clips now, I'm just going to walk down and have a little look. To be honest with you, it might even be a booty. Oh no, it's actually sound. But yeah, it's, to be honest with you now, literally finished with this now. Absolutely done with it. Gonna go and get a coffee, and you know, also bought a bag. I think it's got something bright with it. I think one of the zips is done, so that's always nice and exciting, isn't it? Not throwing anything. Why am I getting a missed call at this time in the morning? What's so these ladies think I'm on TikTok. Why would you think that? What, because I'm talking to a camera in the morning? There's loads of other people talking to a camera in there. No, this is exactly what I'm doing. TikTok and YouTube, yeah. So that's what we're at. Okay, so actually on that occasion, I just had a call. Like, this is the thing in the morning time, like, I'm not trying to have like loads of calls about it, but like literally had some calls, and I was like literally just like answer the phone, sort out the clips, do the bits. But you know what? I actually got some bits and bobs this morning, like literally came to collect, and yeah, we got the backpack on deck. So I think I got the backpack, I got Paul Smith, I got Feeler Sweat, I got the Night Puffer, I got the England football top. We got a few other bits. To be honest with you, I just got a few bits and bobs, and yeah, to be honest with you, that just like happened. To be honest with you, happened a bit like a blur. I think I've been, I don't know. I will be honest with you. It threw me off doing a car boot yesterday. So doing a car boot on a Saturday and then like flipping coming and doing one on a Sunday, it was a bit like, I don't know. Like, other than a bank holiday, I'm just used to doing the single weekend. Although next weekend is a bank holiday, so next weekend will be a big boot bonanza, which we'll get involved with. Let's have a little look on this bit. Oh, there we go. Oh, cheers, bro. Right, good. That's it. Cheers, pal. Cheers, mate. Cheers, pal. Good, cheers, pal. So yeah, next shot, I'll show you what I got from the bits and bobs. And yeah, man, quite nice actually, because I think my dad's coming to work, and we are going to go in the kayak. But I'm going to get a coffee, and then I'm going to go to work and start building some bundles, because you boys got to do a live anyway today, because money I have to make, and we got to keep the wheels turning. So yeah, I'll be honest with you, none of these angles look good on the camera at all. For some reason it's really hard to get a good angle, like bouncing it off a wheel. I'll tell you what, one thing that I'll say, guys, you know, when you like speak for a living, live streaming, making content, you realise that like there's a percentage of like what you say that just doesn't make sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the bits that I bought and why I bought them right now. So, puffer jacket, Tottenham, Nike, £3. Why I bought that? because I feel like puffers, easy sell all the time. People might dislike Tottenham, there might be different opinions about it, but easy seller, can hold on to it if I wanted to, but realistically, there's a car just parking right behind me. That's hilarious. Who cares? This bag, £2. Why did I buy this bag? Because the bag that I was given from the other person before had split. What did I notice? Oh, this is another good feature. What did I notice after buying at the car boot? So, after buying on this one, I noticed that half of one of the zips have been taken off and it is quite mucky. But £2, Y2K, I'd have just done the washing on it and stuff like that. Okay, next one, Pretty Green, long sleeve polo. Why did I buy this for £3? Because long sleeve polo, Pretty Green, in my opinion, I think it is one of those brands that will hold the test of time with a price. I do think that it is going to sit in the same sort of like heritage brand as like Lyle & Scott. Because it's nowhere near going to be the same length of time. Like Lyle & Scott is from the 1800s, I'm pretty sure, like 1880 something. It's really old, but like Pretty Green still has that sort of like intention and perception. £2 on a Ralph Lauren knit jumper that I probably just need to actually put on, because this one is really nice. So that is £2. Then I got this one for £2 as well, just big Fila sweat. Now Fila doesn't always do really well for a lot of people, but when it's a sweatshirt I like to buy it. And when it's something that's my size, I buy it because if I can wear it on the live stream, I just feel a bit more confident that I can get a couple more quid for it. And I don't even mean that to be arrogant at all. I just mean that in a way that's like, because when I'm wearing the clothes, it's like, I'm really, like, if I, say I do this right now, right? Let's do it right now. Yeah? So, this sweatshirt that I'm putting on right now that I've just bought from the car boot, and just to give you like a good gauge, so it's like, okay, so the sweatshirt that I've just bought is a double extra large, okay? Double XL. It's massive, obviously. But, like, just by the fact that I've got it on and I'm wearing it, it's gonna make like, it's gonna mean basically that because I can fit into it, that when I'm on the live stream trying to sell it, and I've paid £2 or £3 for it, someone's probably gonna buy it for a couple of quid. Although I think the one I have to wear right now is the Ralph Lauren knit jumper, because this is exactly what I've got on. Oh mate, and it's like my size, look at that. I mean, knitted jumpers with lounge bottoms is definitely an interesting look, but there we go. And then that Ralph Lauren England top, and then this one, which is really nice, this extra large Paul Smith sweatshirt. Look at that, Paul Smith sweatshirt for £3. Absolutely mental. Let me just look at this on a different angle. How does this actually look? Can I balance it there? No. Sorry, you're just here on this experiment with me. No. What do you think? I don't know, man. I don't know, I'm just doing a fit check for you right now. If you can't do a fit check after or outside of a car boot, then what can you? To be honest with you, this is actually like a pretty cold fit. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm actually pretty happy with this. £2 on this as well, which is nice. So yeah, now I'm just going to head back to work. I think my dad messaged me and says that because basically he's got to pick my mum up. He's got to pick my job at like 12:30. So I don't know if we're going to have time to go to do the kayaking before. I just said to him now, I was like, you can come now if you want. Like, we could go and do the kayaking now, but I think because of the time that it is, like it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Although, what a day for a kayak. Like, what a day it would be for a kayak. But I think, yeah, we're just going to like play it by ear for next week. But some nice bits secured this morning. Happy with that. I'm not happy with the amount of cars that choose to park right next to me when there's so many places. But, I can't control anybody else. I can only control how I react to everybody else. So you park wherever you want, guys. Thank you very much for parking next to me. Yo, so we are here live and direct. I mean, I've actually come to this little back room. I've got a coffee. I'm not doing like this video where I'm like, this is what I'm eating and drinking, but I have got a coffee. Although I've not got any sugar for a coffee, and I am a big sugar in a coffee type of guy. But yeah, I think the music will be pretty loud in here actually, so I can't do too much with it, to be honest. But it was good at the car boot. Oh my god, look at this. They've got this mad little artwork. Look at this. Hang on. But anyway, I can't really do too many shots because of the music, but look at this. Quite a nice coffee shop layout. You've got to be real. And look at this. really nice on the outside of it as well. So yeah, all for it. Honestly, look at the settings that we've got right now. So this old Mac that's pretty banging. And I looked at that and I'm like, oh my god, look, they've got like porcelain dolls, they've got all this other stuff. And they've got even more up there. But then, the trifecta, or not even the trifecta, let me get my shoe out, the best bit, just the outside. But that's pretty cool as well. Okay, so the time is 20 to 10 on Sunday. We've been to the car boot, we've come back, not brought the stuff in yet, but I've just got a coffee, and now I'm thinking to basically go through these rails. So all this stuff here, make some pre-organized bundles and bales, and basically potentially just time-lapse the process so you can just see me actually bagging them up for like 25 minutes. So gonna make some bundles to add in the bundle box, and then we've got some individual items, and we'll just keep the whole thing, you know, moving around. Yeah, I mean, even though it's Sunday, I think my plan is kind of just to get some bundles started and be prepared, and then just go on a live as early as possible, really, so that I can potentially break up the day and do some other bits in between. Who knows what the day might entail. I've got quite a lot of editing, quite a lot of bits and bobs to do, and just getting through as much as possible, really. So we're just going to kind of see how the day entails, and we will see. Too much. Let me keep faith. Let me not spray too much. Let me just lace. Let me just try my weight on a beat. Let me just face it. I don't even know if I can make it on this type of beat. Who knew? Who knows? If my voice is working slow, who knows? Right, guys, I didn't capture some of the bits, but I'm trying to capture so much. I'm just actually in the moment just watching the, I'm actually watching the one I just posted. So something that I'm very obsessive about is how things come across. So even when I do TikTok, like when you watch the car boot video, like the car boot TikTok, I make all the little clips individually, but then I review them each time. So like, it's quite a process. Like I'd almost want someone to someone film me doing a car boot video to see how I actually do it. It's a lot more intricate than what you see. But I'm just currently getting set up, 10:30 live. I'm honestly thinking, like, Sunday, the world's our oyster. Like, I go on for an hour. If it's a bit quiet, I'll jump off. I'll make some more bundles. Just have some fun with it. Like, I'm really wanting to just basically make shit tons of long form content and show you exactly what I get up to. And the longer I'm here, the more interesting it is, because if I go home, it's just me editing and doing admin stuff. So I think it's way more fun to be here. I really want to go through some of the comments. While I'm doing that, praying. I really want to go through some of the comments as well at some point, because I really want to just chime in on a couple of them, because you guys have been saying some really nice stuff in the comments. You've got some really good points, and especially about the bundles and the bales, because there's going to be some big developments with that this week, specifically by like literally the middle of this week, because I've got another delivery that's massive, and I got a delivery on Tuesday, and then I've got another delivery on Wednesday. So it's going to be delivery central, and I want to make sure that we're getting all this stuff in and we're just getting it out to you guys, you know. But anyway, going to do a live in 8 minutes, see how that is. I'm actually thinking of just doing some individual items and just sort of meticulously going one by one, smashing it out, being in good spirits, and just going on like good vibes, because it's Sunday and the sun's out, and I enjoy being here and making bits and bobs. So yeah, see some of you on the live in a bit, featuring the weirdest head ever. You know, it's polystyrene as well. Like, it could quite easily just be like disposed of sensibly, but it just chooses to stay there. Well, I don't think it chooses. There's a lot of things I don't think should be here. Okay, so the time is almost 10:30, and my live time starts in 3.5 minutes. Let's have a little look at some of the feedback that people have left in the meantime while we're just waiting. See if we can see any nice feedback. Well, happy top bloke. God, that's so rude. Top bloke as well. Shout out to Tom Phipp inside. 1 star. Rags and Rewax bundle. Guarantee it's somebody who didn't know what they were buying. Hey, guess what, guys? Know what you're buying before you buy it. Shout out to everybody that leaves feedback on here. And shout out, we've got some followers as well. It's not really about followers on there. To be honest with you, I don't know what that actually means, having followers, but it's good. It's good. But yeah, today I'm going to literally chef out these bits. I just made some couple bundles, which I'm going to bring over with me. Like, I did make a couple, and they're going to be here that I'll just do shortly as well. So we'll do some of them, individually go through them. But this is what I'm thinking to do today. What I'm actually thinking to do is I'm going to start a live at 10:30, I'm basically going to go live, and at the minute I think, for me, I need a minute. I'm going to come off with the intention to have literally a 30-minute, 45-minute break in between, make some content, and then come straight back. And just see if that little breather in between changes anything. Because I think mentally telling myself that I'm going to have a break if things get too much, rather than going, that's it, this is shit, not making any money. Because that's not like Spen and anybody watching. Like, that doesn't help your mindset. That doesn't help people watching it. And remember, if I'm on a camera right now and I'm like, oh, nobody wants to buy this coat, what's going wrong with you lot? You're going to look at me like I'm an idiot. So the way that I talk to you, bedside manner, whatever you want to call, it's all about that. And I'm just going to literally be on the camera until I'm not in the mood to have a little breather and come back. Because guys, when I'm not on this one, I'm on the live stream one. When I'm not on that one, I'm on this one making TikTok. So I live in a camera. I literally live in a camera right now. So I'm just going to get on the live and then we're going to get this done. But I have good feelings about it just because it's Sunday, the spirits are high, like people are in good moods, and hopefully, because obviously, and I mean, I'm not saying it like, no, the car boot video's doing well, but like, I posted it an hour ago on TikTok and it's got 6k views in the first hour, so that's like a good sign that potentially might be onto something there. So, gonna get on the live, chat to the people, see how everyone is, and just get some good bits and bobs out. So anyway, see you lot in a mo. So you're probably wondering why this is the next shot and I'm just sat down on a big pile of clothes. There's the gate and there's the bag. So I just made this video for TikTok now where I was just going through it, and then at the end of it I was sat down on it, and that's why I'm here. I've just finished the live and I think I said, oh, I had a minute, flipping out. Oh shit. Well, like I said, I'm gonna make some bundles of all the stuff. So just hit my funny bone. It's nothing funny about it. You know what's funny actually is that when I do some of the individual bundles where I'm showing people them, they sometimes do. I did one a minute ago, a women's small super dry hoodie and a Scooby-Doo t-shirt, and I said, watch when I come back and do this one, and it will sell for like £10, or if it sells for a couple of quid, it would still sell, like, rather than not reserved. There's that mystery element that people really like. And yeah, it's good. What I'll do is I'll just show you some of the stuff that I've looked through from this one, because I'm not going to be able to do another bale opening today. I've definitely got enough stock to go through and do a bale opening, but I might not just make it like a constant theme. Otherwise, then I know my thing is, it's like I do something about 4 or 5 times in a row, and then I feel like that has to be my theme. So what I'll do is I'll show you what I just found through what I've been looking through on this bale, and then you can come on a time lapse with me while I make some bundles. Right, let's stand up. Also, what's not good is I've started to crack my Berkey, which is not good. So yeah, this is the stuff that just went through on that thing. What are they doing up there? So this is what we got. So got this cool periodic table tee, just on a Gildan. We've got super dry. This is a really nice shirt. Now there's certain brands that people just don't know on the live stream yet, like Teddy Smith. Teddy Smith is a really good brand, and the craftsmanship's really nice, but it's just like slept on. Ones like this are obviously always classic. Slothworts, Snooze Puff, Slothium, Anglican, or Griffin's Nose. Yep. Actually, I'm going to do a video for that. Right, I've just done that shot now, believe it or not. So yeah, the super dry one, just bits, to be honest, just bits and bits. Yeah. Oh, mate, I'll tell you what, actually, I can't even be asked to show you again because I've just shown people. I don't mean that to come across in any way. It's like somebody on the live stream earlier on. This is one thing that's really hard to kind of navigate with, all right? So somebody on the live stream earlier on was just like, it was new. They were like, hi, I'm new. And whenever somebody's like, hi, I'm new, I'm always like dubious, or I expect there to be something to happen that's like a typical new person thing. And obviously this person was like, they bid on something, and then they was like, oh, I didn't mean to bid on it, can I cancel it? And it's fine, like, it's not fine, it's annoying, and it's very annoying, but like, it's fine in the sense that you have to expect that people that come to a platform that they've never used before aren't going to know how it works. And as being the seller, not the customer, I don't know how easy it is to accidentally bid, so I can't make a comment on, like, I don't want to say it's not that easy to bid, because then I'm making basically a negative assumption on somebody. I don't want to do that, but it's just very frustrating, like, you know, because there's like, it can go for like £7, and then you're like, I've got to do that whole process of running it again, for somebody else, and the person that probably won it before might have changed their mind, and it might sell for less. It just like doesn't help the whole ecosystem. And realistically, that's why I think with like the prices that things are sold at, it's like bids are final. Like if you go to an auction house and you bid on something, you won it, you couldn't then go at the end and go, oh, I didn't mean to bid on that. They'd go, so why did you bid? Because that's the logical next question. Like if someone says I didn't mean to do that, it's like, why did you? Like I think saying it's an accident is a bit of a cop out, to be honest with you. But you know, like I said, I'm not trying to fire shots. It's just one of them things that happens as a result. But more importantly now, join me on a time lapse of getting some stuff prepared. I said to everyone I'm going to be back for 1:15, and I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back for 1:15, hopefully do a live till about 2:30, and then probably just go home, edit my video for later on. Join me for that. Heaven forbid it, guys, I might have to like have a bit of time chilling out today, because I've got quite a lot going on with like a lot of stock being brought in this week and a lot of like different businesses moving around. Still going to make a long video. Somehow we're still going to see how long we can make a big video. But yeah, I think you boys might have to go and chill out for a couple of hours.
Way that I spit, that I sounding fast, but trust thoughts running 100 miles an hour. Easy, trust me, the pedal's not even down. It's chilling, and I tell you what, there's no frowns. We're here, and we're making sounds, all making sounds. So trust. I need to stop saying trust. Been watching this General G on TikTok. Trust me, don't need to watch that TikTok shit. Jesus, it's a lot. Trust, it's a lot. Sometimes I'm finding I'm scrolling, swiping, and everything I'm doing online, it's mad.
Okay, so my dad's just come to work now. He's such a trooper as well, so I can't even like knock this. But basically, when I come to work, I leave the van outside and just gone, oh, he probably ought to go and bring it in. But he's just coming to have a little look at the he's coming to have a little look at the washing machine, the tumble dryers that weren't working yesterday. Apparently he seems to think maybe if we can hoover them we can fix them, but the thing is like I said yesterday's video that you've seen, it's sometimes you just have to accept when it's time to make a bit of an investment, and you know, not be too annoyed that you have to spend some cash out to do the investment. So yeah, on the next shot will be another thing. But yeah, anyway. Okay, so a little bit of a different time. My dad's just come to work and he's like, I thought he was coming to do the washing machine, but he's set to go out on the kayak. I told everybody I was going to be on the live at 1:15, but I think what I'm going to do is go out on the water for half an hour with him, and then just quickly do this. You know, sometimes you've just got to like integrate the personal life into it. Like a part of me in my head, I'm not going to lie to you, like right now I'm just thinking, hey dad, like I know it's your weekend because you do a 9 to 5, but big man, like being your own boss, you work at your own hours. But then at the same time, like, is this sad or is this quite wholesome? Like my mum said to me, she went, you know, your dad bought that kayak, and he said the reason why he bought it to the guy that he bought it from is he's like, my son works too much and he needs to do other things. So that either is really sad on my part, or just shows that we grind all the time, man, which is true. But yeah, it comes back to the point. It's like, I'd like to just smash. I'd like to just like make 50 bundles of these, but it looks like I'm about to go on the water. So hopefully the swan tries to attack me or something, so that at least there's some TikTokable content. I told you, we live, sleep, breathe it, and I love live, sleep, and breathe in it. But yeah, it looks like I'm off out on the water, mate. Capture the little shot now. He's giving me this. I've got this, and then we're down there. But this thing that I've got in front of me, obviously, it's like, yo, you know your boy can swim anyway, but it's because I'm taking my phone with me, because I have to get some shots, because it should be really beautiful out there. Yeah, anyway, it's coming now, so see you in a moment. Look at that, I can't do this with one hand, guys, but look at this, we're just outside gully right now. Case isn't on my phone, so playing with fire, but I think my dad was speeding away as fast as possible to not be in the shot. But yeah, just literally, I can't do this with one hand, so I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. But we're just on the water for a quick one before we go back on the live, so yeah. Right, this is the swan. Look at what he's doing. What's he actually doing, Dad? What's that called? So look, he's just circling because his signets are over there. So my dad says that this is like what they do. Obviously they're protecting, and they're the queen's animal, or like the royal animal. So, and obviously you wouldn't ever condone doing anything to an animal, but they are obviously just making themselves very present. My dad's currently getting there. the whole nut of it. I was sort of hoping that he would attack, but then I realised I don't actually want that to happen because then I'll be shit scared. Because he's still going to come for me as well. You know, it's just this insane circling. Oh, mate, that was almost like an adrenaline eventfulness. And we was only out there for about flipping 30 minutes, but annoyingly, I say annoyingly, just like, not, it's like nature's way of being annoying, but it is just like one of those things. Where's my wallet? Oh, might be in. It's just like nature's one of those things. But flipping swan obviously just had, so where we are at Gully, like swans obviously nest every single year. And then when the baby cygnets come out, they have become so protective, which obviously is totally understandable. But then when you're in the water, trying to be in the kayak, like my dad said, like he literally was going so far away from where we were. The cygnet was going, the swan was going so far away from where its nest was that it wasn't even protecting itself anymore, if you know what I mean. It was just like, just following us. But he is really like that. He's known as a bit of a nasty piece of work. And someone was just like, they're going, someone was like, he's got babies. And I was just like, yes, we know. And people just, I think people assume the worst of you. They're like people hit them with paddles. I'm like, I'm not going to hit a flipping bird. I'm not going to hit a flipping swan. I mean, just a fun fact about me, guys. When I'm just opening the gate right now while I do this, sorry. You know, content. When I used to work at a farm, I used to work at the farm that's literally the opposite road to Gully. And there used to be a really nasty piece of work bird in there, right? And like, it'd do this, where basically, this is going to be mental. I'm going to show you this. So it'd do this, right? Where it'd go like this, it'd go, ooh, and it'd do that. I had to actually do the example there. It'd do that, and it was just like one of them things where it's like, have I got my card? It was like, what on earth is that going on? Yeah, anyway, I'm out of breath for flipping just telling you a story. I'm going to go and get a coffee for me and my dad. He's like, do you want a sandwich? I'm like, nah, fasting, man. So, yeah, get a coffee, keep it moving. I really want to say like, right then, bros and hoes, but it's just because it rhymes. I don't actually want to say hoes, but right then, everybody. I'm just, literally just got me and my dad. Who's ever seen that In-Betweeners clip where the girl that's really tall and he goes, lager for William? And he goes, I wanted to say that as well. I wanted to say a lot of things that I've just said anyway, but I've just gone and got me and my dad a coffee. They shut the gate on me. Let me in! It's fine. I have the keys and I was the one that shut it. So yeah, I'm just gonna have this coffee with him. I was meant to go live a bit ago, but you know what? Sometimes the day just happens and it's Sunday. You gotta just remember that it's a Sunday and there's no day that you don't work. So, you know, it's nice. Shout out to Pops for coming through and being that little bit of like Jiminy Cricket, like subconscious for me. I think he just thinks I'm just like on my own, like losing the plot, but I actually really enjoy like solitude, which is like, it's like slowly understanding people. Anyway, okay, so a bit of time has passed and sadly I've not got to the time when I was meant to go on, but life happens sometimes. I'm gonna come back, that's the main thing, but I just thought right now I'm gonna literally try and really wanted to make more bun, but you know what, Spencer, life happens sometimes. Don't get besotted by it. You know, some of them probably go for £1 anyway, and that's not to fire shots, that's just to play reality on it. In fact, I'm just going to go and get the stuff from the rail, and then we're going to chop it up now so that I can get flipping off, because I need to go and pick Marge up at 4:30 and finish editing. Holy mackerel, I don't know what I'm going to get done. Just while, oh, hang on. Let's clean the cameras first. Just while I'm doing this, I thought I'll just do a video, just to log this for a minute. Like, I had one of those moments where, because I'm so fixated on the cycle I have, like, this is how bad I am, right? I've been on a date with people before, and I've got to the point where I'm like, how long is this? Like, I like, you know, even like going on a date with a girl, I'd class it as like a to-do list that's in the time. Like, I'm just a bit like not normal with that approach. But what I mean by that is, it's like, my dad came in and was like, do you want to go on the kayak? Like, he'd come out his way, it was coming to help. He's just doing the tumble dries, and the least I can do is actually just like, you know, do my thing. But what I'm trying to capture in this moment is that when you take moments off, or for me, I'm like, I really am just focused and driven on this completely. But the reality is that most people that are around you are not that focused and driven on everything. And also most, not even like that, but like my dad, it's the weekend. It's just his weekend, like, see Marge later on. And I'm only picking her up so that we can get some content with her. We can catch up with her and she can, you know, we can just have a chat in the car, bulk up the video. No, I'm only joking, but a little bit, not joking. But no, it's just, I'm just sort of like, obviously having this moment where I'm like, I need to be less precious about the fact that I've come back in and I'm like, oh, I'm looking at this rail, like I should have done like another 30, 40 bundles, but the reality is like what makes you happy or what you enjoy needs to be remembered when you're actually doing it. Like being out in the water was really nice, minus the fact that, I'm not gonna lie, swan was pissing me off, but you can't help nature, and never should you interfere with it, as you know, like with the swan situation. I'm not trying to be like that guy, but like, it's not my place. I don't live in the water, so it's not my place to have authority on who should be in it. Do you know what I mean? Don't know, that was a weird point. Anyway, let me go and put, this rail's gonna have loads of stuff on in a minute, and then we're gonna get this live done. So just one thing I'm gonna do right now. Oh mate, this is also a pet peeve of mine. When you don't put hangers the right way around and you try and take like a big pile of them, it's just not ideal. Like that happens all the time. Also because I'm just trying to do 1,000 things at once. But look, I mean, I did this. This was self-appointed by me, and I actually have come here to get you a point. But this just shows like the little like stacked jobs that you have to do. Like you know, look, what's that? Oh, there we go. Like 20 seconds to talk about hangers. Gosh, I'm not desperate for content. Bless my daddy, brought some sandwiches, but I was like, I'm not eating food, mate. So yeah, I got this stuff that's coming out now. Whoa, that one's a nice Hugo Boss one. So I'm just gonna take this stuff out and bring it up for the shoot. So I did plan on doing a lot more bundles, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of like get all of the individual items out and just shoot them, because I've got them here ready and the ladies have just literally prepared them over the last couple of days. So it only makes sense to keep them going and yeah, get everything out. There's loads of bits. There's loads of bits and bobs. So I'm actually going to be less precious about getting some new stuff and just continuing to shoot the things that I've got. And fortunately, actually, it seems like the ladies have done menswear. So this means that with the items that I've got up there, I've got bundles, but I've actually got menswear items that I'll do. So it'll be exactly what I'm after. Whoa, exactly what I'm after, because a lot of people were asking for menswear earlier on, and I just didn't have it. I just couldn't facilitate it, because we just obviously go through it really quick. So I'm going to go through these items, going to see what happens, going to group some more of them up, and yeah, probably, if I'm being honest, one thing I want to start looking to do more is figuring out how we do the kids stuff like this in its own lane. Like look, we've got a kids 5 to 6 year olds Stone Island polo, but like if I've got 30 people on a live, that's just going to come out of nowhere. Right, thank you Flo Dan for being the entertainment for that live. And I tell you what, how hilarious are lives sometimes. Like I literally, hang on, I just accidentally stopped that, but I just literally, sorry, did a small live, didn't know what I was expecting from that, and doing a live for 40 minutes was better than doing a live for an hour and a half. And sometimes like the logic of things, oh my God, oh no, okay. Sometimes the logic of things really is hard to like understand, because you think, sometimes you do bundles and they'll all go for 30 quid. Sometimes you do individual items and they go for 2 quid. And it's just like, okay, really hard to continually make sense of it. But it is just one of those things. Obviously now I've got to go and pick Marge up, and a little bit nervous because, well, not nervous, but everything's just a bit shambled. So I'm going to have to quickly make her a video and then scoot out as well. But obviously I'll make a video for her after I've made the one for us guys and the videos. Because to be honest with you, it's been a bit of a, you know what my thing is, right? Is I love it when there's like other things going on. Like, you know, I had a wedding the other day. Like dad wanted to go on the kayak, like flipping expense. Stop talking about the same things. I know, but what I always like as well is the idea of just being in my own like ecosystem and bubble and just getting things cracked on. Like, do you ever have it where people think because you like to work a lot that they think, oh, are you sure you're okay working so much? But it's like, just because you don't like to do lots doesn't mean other people don't. But I don't know. It's not one of them hard mindsets. It's never made sense in relationships to people who've been in relationships with me. It's probably never made sense to my parents. But just working all the time and, you know, realistically, life of a vintage reseller, life of somebody who's selling clothing for a living, to be successful, you have to work your flipping arse off. You can't just do a couple of hours here and there and have success. You have to do what other people aren't willing to do. And if you're not willing to work on a Sunday all day or willing to do that, then you get left behind a little bit, or it's survival of the fittest. And the fittest being the ones easiest to adapt to business. Anyway, Spen, where's this energy coming from? I think it's because, I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit like annoyed about the time that I've got. I've got an hour and 10 minutes to go and get Marge, but also I've got to go and finish this edit. So I'm just thinking, holy shit, this video I'm going to edit now to run back to do, and then I'm going to go straight away. So, right, let's go. Sometimes it really is a grind time as well. Like, I feel like when I mentioned earlier on in the clip just before about like how precious the time is, I think like in my mind, this is what I mean by organized mess or organized like messiness in my head, is it's like the time that I allocate each day, I understand based on the things that I have to do. And now even that like kayaking thing, like I hate to like focus on something that's actually like a fun thing to do, but this is like what happens when you integrate discipline into your life, is that you almost like become zero tolerant to accepting anything else outside of your routine. So I'm learning with that, but yeah, I'm just hoping that this goes really quick, because just doing these, picking Margaret from a train station, like it's not a task. Well, it is a task. I sound really ungrateful. These lot do the most for me, and I appreciate Pops and Mama Bear, but real talk, I can't be asked till I go and pick her up. There was a really weird exchange almost just in Leicester, just waiting for Marge at the minute. And I just thought I'd show you this Paul Smith sweatshirt that I picked up today from the car boot for like £3. Like, this is actually like top tier. I've like not done 100% check to make sure it's legit. I'm like 99.9% confident. It's got the Paul Smith along there. There's no reason for it to not to be. I think it just highlights the fact that like Paul Smith just isn't a brand that people maybe gravitate towards on the surface. But it's funny because I'd probably put it in the same breath as like Paul and Shark, if I'm being genuinely honest, in terms of its sort of like desirability by its placement in the industry. Like Paul Smith even, not Paul Smith, Paul Smith, like just as like a sort of brand and a designer and like what he's done, like it's pretty like, I don't know, it's pretty incredible. Maybe we should do a little bit of a dive on Paul Smith and see if we can learn some more bits about a brand. Maybe let me know if that's actually something that'd be interested. Should we like, you know, like, because Paul Smith for me, like, I'll be honest with you, I don't know much outside of the brand other than like just sort of slight British heritage and little bits that I could probably fragment together. But like, I don't know, would you be interested if we like found out more about like a brand like Paul Smith, and maybe like some sort of like garment things that are interesting about what his brand is? I don't know, just throwing a bit of a topic out maybe. I'm still waiting for Marge at the minute, guys, but I just thought I'd show you this. I just like literally stood there just waiting. You know, if it turns out that this one is like a booty or something, or it's like a rep or something, I'm not actually gonna get asked because it's actually quite a nice sweat. But I've looked at some of the craftsmanship and I'm just like now a bit like dubious of it, but it's just gonna be a case of finding out. I'm literally just waiting for this woman to appear from here. Like I've just kept calling and she's not answering the phone. Okay, so now just on a bit more, not of a panic, but like now I was just thinking, oh shit, maybe it's not real actually. So I was just realizing like what I thought I knew about the brand, but I just realised that like Paul Smith was started out of Nottingham, so that's pretty cool. I didn't actually know that, and I was just checking that now, and I think they operate out of like hundreds of countries already. Like it's a massive brand, obviously, as we know, but like yeah, I'm still on the search to confirm if this is real or not. But I don't know. It says it's made in Greece. I'm not sure. Yeah, just waiting for Marge. I know she'll be annoyed because I've not like picked her up right by the station, but I don't trust Leicester traffic wardens at all. Not that I don't trust them, but I just know that I'm on a double yellow and I'll probably get flipping a ticket. Nice car. Well, it's not very nice, is it? You've just said to me that it's not real.
I don't think it is.
Right, okay, so I'll probably go back to the point about having to learn about Paul Smith then, for myself.
Yes.
You know what, let's make this the last shot of the day. I keep thinking when I'm doing these shots, I'm like, oh, part of me's like, you know, like the final shots is always like that sort of having to make some kind of, I don't know, some kind of situation about it. But I don't know, just because it's always like that thing of like, I've got to do that one thing before I flip in, like end the video, and then you have to do that thing where it's like I'm back out in public. It's not even like, what I'm trying to say by that is that even though there's like comfortability in front of like people and all that stuff, sometimes there's like a build-up of mental preparation to do the talking in front of a camera outside, which is probably something that needs to be understood as well. It's like, it's not like, oh, it don't matter, but that's such a side note. I just basically couldn't be asked to do a sign-off video, but I just thought I'd chime in. So thanks for watching, to the loyal peeps that got to this point, because clearly I treat you really nice by saying I can't be asked to make this clip. But no, I've literally finished the gym, and now I'm walking around this back way. So basically, with the way that you get into the car park, it's just a back way, because on Sundays Tesco's shut. Hey, that's super uninteresting, Ben, I know. I've showed you that before. Basically, had to get this ticket, because when you go to Pure Gym, yep, you know where I go to the gym, you basically have to like scan this in to go out. Mate, this is actually probably the most boring like thing I've ever said on camera. Anyway, guys, really appreciate you lot for continuing to watch them. I've just clocked the video from this morning's car boot, and it's at like 135k, so absolutely insane. I'm going to basically try a few tactics. Shout out to my friend, shout out to my friend, Vintage Real Ones on this one, with a suggestion for something to do with TikTok, which I'm going to execute basically. Well, no, YouTube, uploading the short clip of the video. There's loads of people in Troy's. I think they might be doing like a music video on here or something. Look, they could be doing a music video. You're like, oi, dickhead, don't film us. But yeah, anyway, what I was going to say is, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adopt this little tactic, essentially. Yeah, there's some people that are absolutely popping off in Loughborough car park. What a place to do a music video. To be fair, all for the ingenuity. Anyway, it's been wicked. I don't think I've made all my points clear. I think this is why I didn't want to make a shot, but I'm here. Lots of love, guys. See you tomorrow. I'm absolutely sweating. About to go get some food and absolutely chill out. So lots of love. Stay safe, sustainable. I'll see you tomorrow.